already know I'm gonna get a ton of comments that are like, but my coconut oil works amazingly for me. That is great, but for the majority of people, it is going to be terrible. Hello everyone and welcome to Skincare with Hyram. If you don't know who I am, my name is Hyram and I'm passionate about teaching you how to perfect your skincare routine. So make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you can see my videos every single week. I know this video is going up a while from now, but you guys, tomorrow's my birthday. It's also kind of embarrassing to admit that I only remembered that last night. I started getting happy birthday messages and I was like, what? Oh. I'm turning 27 and honestly I'm just kind of in shock because I really didn't think I was gonna make it this long. Dark, but it's true. And I actually filmed a podcast episode where I talked about the 27 most important life lessons I've learned over my 27 years of existence. So if you want to listen to that, go check that episode out. I'll have it linked down below, but yeah. Anyway, I'm going to be sharing some skincare advice that I would never, ever follow. You could try and force me, have me strapped down, not in a good way. Tell me follow the skincare advice or I'll boot you to the afterlife. And I would have a one-way ticket to heaven. Or hell, who knows? Over the course of my many years of working in skincare and creating skincare content, I have seen so much skincare advice. A lot of them aren't bad, most of them aren't the best, but there are a few pieces of advice I have seen so many times and I'm like, oh girl, absolutely not. Do not under any circumstances follow, and I want to share those with you. So without further ado, let's just jump into it. As I start this video, I do want to say that of course, everyone's skin is different, and if some of these skincare advice pieces have worked for you, good for you, that's great. I'm not coming after you, so you can put your keyboard warrior fingers down, but for the majority of people, these pieces of advice are not only not great, most of the time they're pretty terrible, and will make your skin worse. The first piece of advice, and I wouldn't say this is the worst one, but it definitely annoys me the most, only use natural products. Ugh. I've seen this one so much that if I see it one more time, my brain's gonna explode. So many people are under the impression that any skincare products that are not natural are automatically bad for your skin, they're dangerous, they're toxic. I've seen every accusation under the sun, and the worst part about this is that usually natural products means that people are gonna create their own skincare products, aka DIY skincare, the bane of my existence. And here's the thing, I get it. We live in a pretty fucked up world where a lot of companies will add a lot of shit to products that are not good or healthy for the skin. And I empathize with people that are concerned or worried about what they are putting on their face. I mean, that's the whole reason I created my channel, to be more conscious about the ingredients we use. But the majority of natural skincare products or natural skincare remedies are based on severe misinformation and pseudoscience. The whole reason we have science, scientists creating formulas, labs that do testing, quality control, all these things that are in place to make sure that we have the best quality skincare products are to ensure that your skin is safe and healthy. And natural products, unfortunately, bypass a lot of those safety tests and ironically pose an even greater risk to your skin than non-natural products. You are more likely to develop skin problems, have really bad allergic reactions, sensitivity problems, and of course just not see effective skincare results by using all natural products. But here's the thing, I do get that people prefer more naturally derived ingredients, and the best part is that there are a lot of companies out there that do use natural ingredients in quality, strictly tested formulas. I think a great example of this is Coco Kind, for example. They're a great drugstore brand that uses a lot of naturally derived ingredients. Their SPF 30 sunscreen is my personal favorite product from them. Or there's even brands like Honest Beauty as well, if you do want to be more conscious about it. I'll have all these products linked in the description box below if you do want to check them out. But yeah, if you hear this advice of use all natural products, ignore it. Whew, that was a little bit of a rant. Okay, next one. This is a piece of advice that I was told all the time growing up on a ranch. Go out in the sun and tan if you want to get rid of acne. Sorry, I need a few seconds to recover from that one. I think Lucifer himself made up this skincare advice because what the fuck? No, this is just so wrong on so many levels. If you want to speed up the process of your skin becoming damaged, sensitized, aging faster, more breakouts, acne, dark spots, pretty much every skin concern under the sun, go out in the sun and tan. It'll speed those results right up. And the worst part is I used to follow this advice. My parents told me that this was the trick to getting rid of my breakouts and acne, so I would lay out on the ground in the sun, face fully exposed, no sunscreen, thinking that my breakouts were just magically gonna go away. And guess what? You guessed it, for 100 points, it got worse. Yeah, this is definitely false information. If you want to help your skin get better, wear sunscreen and definitely don't tan. So yeah, don't do that. Hot girls don't tan. If you really want effective solutions to get rid of breakouts and acne on your face, I recommend the two main ingredients, salicylic acid or benzoyl peroxide. They're clinically shown to be extremely effective at getting rid of those concerns. My top salicylic acid product is the Selfless by Hyram Salicylic Acid Serum. It's a daily serum that you can use to help get rid of and prevent those breakouts on your face consistently every day. and it reduces the excess oiliness and grease on your face. Or if you want a good benzoyl peroxide product, the Penoxyl Cleanser is an awesome simple solution if you don't want to have to apply a product but just use a cleanser. Salicylic acid is my favorite, but honestly either of those will work wonders in comparison to going out into the sun. So don't do that. Number 3, I have heard this one so many times in the jobs I have worked, and this was actually the reason I started my channel in the first place. The more expensive the skincare product, the better it will be. You'll hear a lot of sales associates say you want to invest in your skincare. Don't you want the best? And maybe if you are already on TikTok, you know that this is not true, but I still hear this advice all the time. Just because a product is more expensive does not mean it's better. And in my experience, typically the higher the price point of the product, the less necessary or effective it will be at actually treating the concerns you have. You'll be paying for the packaging, the fragrance, the luxurious experience, but you can find just as effective formulas for under $40, $30, $20. You really don't need to spend a lot. Some of my favorite super affordable brands are first the Inky List. Their PHA toner is one of my favorite products for exfoliation. Aveeno, a great drugstore simple brand. Their new eczema gel cream is so good. New favorite product from them. Or if you want to pay a little bit more in like the $15 to $30 price range, Crave Beauty, incredible brand. The Great Barrier Reef literally changed my life. There's so many options out there. You do not need to spend a lot of money on your skincare, and in my opinion, you really shouldn't. Number 4, the stronger the formula, the better results. Wrong. Back in my old jobs, I used to work with clients all the time who were like, I want the strongest formula you have. Give me all of it. And I understand why people say this, because it's natural to think that the stronger the formula, the faster the results are going to be, the better it's going to be for your skin. But this is not true. And typically, if you're not super experienced with skincare products, it's going to cause more issues in your skin than actually help it. When you're shopping for skincare products, it's good to look for formulas that have powerful ingredients but are in gentle formulations. Because skincare is all about consistency, man. And it is way better to use a gentle formula every day or every other day or a few times a week than it is to use a super strong formula once a week, once a month, because the risk of sensitivity, irritation, skin problems is way higher pummeling your skin with a super strong formula than it is to use a gentle one consistently. And most people are like, oh, that's not going to happen to me. My skin's fine. You say that until you experience sensitivity or an allergic reaction, and then you're like, oh, that fucking sucked. Maybe I don't need the strongest product. Focus on gentle, effective formulas. Oh my god, this next one annoys me so much. I hear this one way too frequently. Oh my god, coconut oil is the best moisturizer. I don't know what it is with people who use coconut oil as a moisturizer, but for some reason, they have to tell everyone in their life all the time to use it, and it annoys me so bad. And let me say this, raw coconut oil that you get for like cooking that comes in a jar is not good for your skin. If you have any other skin type or skin concerns besides dry skin, coconut oil will likely be your worst nightmare. It has a high likelihood for clogging pores, increasing breakouts. It doesn't work well enough on its own to prevent transepidermal water loss, or the process of losing water through our skin that increases dryness. It is not pleasant to use. It makes your skin look super greasy, and it's not formulated for the skin. And I already know I'm gonna get a ton of comments that are like, but my coconut oil works amazingly for me. That is great, but for the majority of people, it is going to be terrible. It's not gonna work well. It's not gonna be a great experience. Using a well-formulated moisturizer that includes a plethora of moisturizing and hydrating ingredients is going to be way better than using raw cooking coconut oil that is not formulated for the skin. If you do have really dry skin and you want a really rich moisturizer, I would definitely recommend going for moisturizers like the e.l.f. Happy Hydration Moisturizer. Good, affordable one for dry skin that has hemp oil, or my personal favorite for dry skin, the Skin Fix Triple Lipid Barrier Peptide Cream. Amazing, life-changing, wow, incredible product. Or even just opt for moisturizers that have like shea butter or oat, other ingredients besides coconut oil. Don't get your moisturizer from a cooking coconut oil that you bought at Sprouts, okay? Number 6, I get told this one all the time, but specifically young people get this advice. Don't use retinol until you're older than 30 years old. I don't know where this advice came about, but it is so wrong. And brief history lesson, retinol was first introduced to the skincare industry as a solution for teenage acne. Only after people were reporting that they saw improvements in fine lines and wrinkles on their face was it then marketed towards people who want to resolve premature aging and get rid of wrinkles. And then somewhere along the line, retinol became associated with mature, older skin. And I have had so many sales associates and people in my life tell me, why are you using retinol? You shouldn't use it. That's bad for your skin. You're too young. You don't even have wrinkles yet. And I find that so funny because first off, I had wrinkles when I was 16 years old. But the whole reason you want to use retinol is to prevent premature aging, not get rid of wrinkles when you're 50, 60, 70 years old. By that point, if you haven't been using retinol throughout your life, you're really not going to see significant results. Retinol is all about consistency when you're young to get rid of skin damage that will help to prevent things like premature aging, as well as breakouts, acne, dark spots, all that stuff. So if you're you're young and you're being told you shouldn't use retinol, don't listen to them. Well, it depends on how young, I guess. You don't need to use it if you're like 10 years old. I always say use it when it feels right. And if you are a first-time retinol user, you're really nervous about it, I definitely recommend checking out the Selfless Retinol Serum because it's super gentle, really good for people who want to use retinol but don't want super strong formulations or irritation. Great product for that. And then the last one, this is probably the one that I see the most across all social media. You need to drink water to clear your skin or hydrate your skin. And ladies and gentlemen, gays and theys, I do regret to inform you that that is just not true. I really wish it was. I know you see the TikToks of people who have like acne scars and they're like, I started drinking water and all of a sudden my skin cleared up. Don't know about that. There is no data at all to show that drinking water will help to clear up the breakouts on your skin or to even help moisturize your skin. Now, of course, drinking water is important. And if you are severely hydrated, like I'm talking survivor, plastered out on a beach somewhere with no access to water for 3 days, yes, of course, drinking water is really going to help your skin. But unless you're severely dehydrated, drinking water really isn't going to impact your skin more so than just supporting the health of your body. Definitely, you should be drinking water. But if you start drinking water with the expectation that your breakouts are going to magically go away, that you're not going to have skin damage anymore, or that your skin will no longer be dry, it's just probably not going to happen. Whew, this was a heated and a spicy video. I get so passionate about these skincare advice pieces, whatever, because I'm just so freaking tired of seeing them, and even worse, seeing comments and messages from you guys saying that you followed these pieces of advice and your skin had horrific reactions, you got skin damage, it's taken forever for your skin to recover from these. That's why I'm so insistent about not following these rules, because you can really fuck up your skin. But what are some of the worst pieces of skincare advice that you guys have heard? I would love to see it in the comments. I'm sure you guys have seen some pretty horrific ones, and it would be very entertaining for me to read through them. So please comment down below. If you guys did like this video, I'm happy to make another one because there are just too many to fit in one. Like I said before, all the products and brands that I talked about in this video will be linked in the description box below. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to my channel and to the notification bell so that you can see my videos every single week. And I will see you guys in the next one. Mwah.